This is Nick and Will from the Loft with a brief Loft news update.
Ah, yes. Hello, hello.
Yep, so what we got right here, a New Hampshire woman allegedly kept her mother's corpse for months while Social Security payments continued. This is a great story about a woman getting the bag from the old bag after she passed on from this earth.
Specifically, 6 months, nearly
Yes.
6 months that Heller hid her mother's corpse, which I don't know how she kept the smell down. Did she wrap her in some plastic
She,
bags,
she emptied the
stuff her
freezer
in the
out.
wall? Yeah, there you go. Hopefully, she had one of those walk-in freezers like you see at those restaurants. Just
She had
this
a meat
massive,
locker.
yeah, meat locker. Oh,
So this woman was arrested last month on charges of abuse of a corpse. So her mom, like we said,
that's
she died.
reasonable.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe she was keeping it in a nice place. It was like temperature
Yeah,
controlled.
she's holding on. She didn't want to let her go. She wasn't ready yet.
Oh my goodness. So basically, she kept her hanging around. Didn't report that her mother had died at all. And people
Hmm.
started getting a little suspicious because, again, Social Security payments kept coming in and she kept cashing those checks. But the police came to her home in October, and she wanted they wanted to make a welfare check on her mother. They wanted to see if she was still alive. They wanted to see if she was not being held in a meat locker and her daughter was cashing her Social Security checks. But she refused and said, "Nope, sorry. You'll have to come back with a warrant." Police said, "Okay," and then they just came back with a warrant the next day, and then they found her
Oh
mother's body.
gosh. Oh no.
Yeah, and according to the autopsy, her mother had died of natural causes just before Memorial Day.
I also love the fact that they make sure they say it was natural causes, just so no one is like assumes that she might have been killed.
Hmm.
Yeah, they got cover their bases.
Yeah. Now I kind of wonder how much money she's getting. I don't know what the average social security check actually is, but I'd be willing to bet that she was making away with a pretty penny at least. She got her Biden bucks and her social security check. I think she's making out like a bandit.
Oh, here we go. I have your answer.
All right.
Well, it says as of August 2021, the average check is 1437.55, so almost $1,500.
All right, so I mean June, July, August, September, October. I mean, so 1,500 times five. That's 7,500 bucks.
It's actually quite a bit.
She could buy a big old freezer for 7,500 bucks. Put her mom in.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's an investment, right? You got to invest into a good freezer in order to, reap the
That's right.
benefits of the investment.
It's an
These are standard
investment in the
economics.
future. You know how a lot of parents say that, like, oh, my children are my retirement plan. This woman's like, my mother's my retirement
My
plan.
retirement plan.
uh in the comments, oh, it's absolutely brutal in the comment section. This guy says that in Japan a few years ago, a procession of city hall officials, they went to the home of a 102-year-old man to celebrate his birthday. What they discovered was that the man had been mummified for decades and his
Oh
family
my
was collecting his
gosh.
pension.
For decades.
Yeah. At that point, you might as well just have someone in the house dress up like the old man, like, oh, yes, I'm 102 years old. Or like
Or turn him into a marionette.
yeah, Weekend at Bernie's, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
And just to wrap this up, put a nice pretty bow on this. Some guy, some guy in the comment section goes, "Hey, you should check the White House. There's been a corpse living there since January."
We should also mention that this is Fox News.
Uh, do I even need to say?
I just thought I'd make sure.